Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a tutorial, kind of just to get ready with me. This is a look that I have been doing a lot lately. I did it like 2 times this week, and I only did my makeup like 3 or 4 times. So I really like it. Obviously I'm barefaced right now, having some active skin stuff going on, and I'm not going anywhere fancy today. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing for my face. So my skin has been, getting my makeup out, my skin has been more oily, especially around the forehead, and I've noticed my nose makeup wearing off. I've noticed my nose makeup like wearing off more. So I've been really liking something that's going to help with the oil in my kind of my T-zone, and then the rest of my face I'll use whatever primer I want. Right now I'm using this Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. It comes in a little pot, and I actually found this works pretty well. It looks really gross when you first put it on, like, I don't know, like it's not going to be smoothing, but it is. It works pretty well. So I'm going to do that in the T-zone, and then on the rest of my face I will just use the Smashbox. I've been using my Bobbi Brown Corrector in Peach, and this is just like a little gem. I just use this right under the eyes, and it really helps mask those dark circles. It's a good close-up for you. This side does not have it yet. Right? I think it's pretty incredible. Using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in 2W2 Rattan because my skin has been oily and I can pull it off now. It used to be a foundation where it was kind of hard for me to pull off at some times of the year, but right now it's been working. But I watched this on someone else's tutorial. This is my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. And I watched this girl do this, and I cannot remember her channel, so I'm sorry, I would give her credit if I knew who she was. But she would put her paint pot on her nose to prevent the foundation from wearing off or breaking down fast from her oily skin. And it makes sense if you think about it. I mean, foundation primer makes your eyeshadow last longer. Why wouldn't it make your... or eyeshadow primer makes your eyeshadow last longer, so I'm going to use it on my nose today. See the difference? Now I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in medium golden. And then what I do is I go on top of that with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in light. Because medium golden is just a bit dark, but light is too light. And now I'm using the Sigma Extreme Structure Contour Brush, the F04. It's actually perfect for concealer, so Extreme Structure Contour, no. Concealer? Yes. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in Matte and Poreless 230 Natural Buff. And I've just been applying that right underneath the eyes. And then right on the forehead, actually. For contour, I've been using my Benefit Hoola, just a little bit. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm taking whatever is left on the brush, no additional product, and running that down the sides of the nose. Now I'm using the YSL Blush Volupte. This is in number 2, Heart of Light Powder Blush. Basically like a rosy pink, and then the center has like another lighter pink that's slightly shimmery. I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush, and it's very pretty, like a satin finish. It's not completely matte, and it's not like shimmery or glittery, but it just looks beautiful on the cheeks. I like that this blush isn't like super powerful, it just looks pretty. And then I go on top of it with another blush. This is the Smashbox Blush Rush in Flush, and it is a very light, very hard to see, but frosty baby pink. It's very light. Like, if you have dark skin, it'd probably look like a highlighter. So I'm kind of using it as a highlighter today. I'm going in with my favorite drugstore bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. And this one with a big fluffy brush. This happens to be a Jessup tapered face brush. I just go on the hairlines, and I'm doing this on top of the blush because sometimes that blush can be like a little bit too cool tone, and I think if I put the bronzer on top, I don't know, it makes it look more warm. Now I'm using this Nars blush in Albatross, which is basically like a highlighter, but it's called a blush. I always make sure to tell you stuff like that so that if you go to like the Sephora website and you type in Nars highlighter and you can't find it, you know that it's just it's called a blush. Okay, so that is it for that. Now I'm just going to really quickly put on some of my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre to prime my lids. Now I'm using this e.l.f. eyeliner, e.l.f. brow pencil. This is in the color Taupe. I like it because it isn't too dark. Then I'm going in with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This is in Brunette. Okay, so now I'm using Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and Creme Brulee, those two center shades. So first I'm doing Peach Smoothie almost up to the brow bone, like really high above the crease. It's very light, as you can see. You can hardly tell that I've even applied it, but I like it because it helps with the transition and blending later. And then I'm going in with Creme Brulee with the same brush, just slightly below that, like more in the crease and just barely above the crease. And then I'm going to set this brush aside, and I will come back to it repeatedly. Using that Nars highlighter, or Albatross blush, on my inner corner. Okay, now the color that I haven't been reaching for very often, but I reached for this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, is this eyeshadow by Makeup Forever. It's called I-916. The shade is called, on the Sephora website, says Frosted Mauve. Frosted Mauve. I don't know about you, but this is straight up lavender. Like, it's lavender, but that's okay. Frosted Mauve, that's what you want to call it. Fine by me. So I'm using like a flat brush to just pack this on the lid. This is the Sigma Eye Shading Brush in E55. And it doesn't look very pigmented like in the pan. It just looks like it's okay. But when you start building this up on the lid, it just brightens your eye look. Almost like it's fluorescent or neon or something, only it's just a matte. It says it's iridescent, like the color is eye something, but to me, it looks pretty matte. I would say maybe satin at most. See what I mean? It's so brightening. It just really makes you look awake. A bit much on its own, but don't worry, I'll blend into it. Now I'm going into Makeup Geek's Motown and Bitten. They're like a dark purple and a dark eggplant on a Sigma E39 Buff and Blend. And I'm putting that kind of in the outer eye. And then depending on what kind of look I'm going for, I'll add more of the reddish purple or more of the bluish purple. So if I want to go like full on eggplant, you know, I'll change it up. And sometimes I'll make this more of a brown shade to pull in the warmth. And sometimes I'll stay more cool toned. But I don't know, I've just been really liking this combo on my eyes. And then I'm taking a little bit of Creme Brulee, which is that tannish brown we used, on that same brush. I'm not using a new brush, and I'm pulling that through the crease. So I didn't clean the brush off, so it still has some of those darker purples on it. Then I'm going back in with that brush that had the Creme Brulee on it, that's more of like a tannish color. I'm putting that in the crease. And that's my final blending step for the upper lash line. So what makes this different than previous tutorials that I've done, and I've done like brown liner before to keep it daytime appropriate. Actually, one that I did, I think I posted last week, or earlier this week, has a very similar eye look, like with the Lavender, with MAC's Idolize eyeshadow. But this time I'm using a navy liner. This is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Sabbath. So it's like a navy blue. And then I smudge that. This is an IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe eyeshadow brush. This is in the smudger one. And I just go on top of it and smudge it. And then that brush has a little bit of product on it, so I take that blue to the lower lash line. Just a little. And I kind of use the pencil with this smudge brush to make a slight wing with the blue. I'm just going to apply some mascara. Alright, I did touch up the lid shade a little bit. Just so it was brightened again after all that blending. And now I am using a YSL Volupte Sheer Candy. This is number 8. It's like lavender, but as it says, it's a sheer candy, so you really can't tell that it's like purple. But yeah, so this is kind of a look I've been doing. If I don't wear one of these, I wear the L'Oreal Lilac. If you've not tried the L'Oreal Lilac lipsticks, I put them in my Ride or Die tag. It is like the best drugstore formula. The format is good because it's like a pen almost, and so you can like draw, you don't need a lip liner. They last a good amount of time, they're not drying, they're pretty affordable. They don't have that many colors to choose from. I think they only have like 6 to 10 shades, but I have 3 of them and I love them. So anyway, I like this lip color though too because it is sheer. And as it wears off, it just kind of looks sparkly on your lips. Not like glitter, but just like your lips have a little bit of a sheen, and that's it. So that is it for a look I've been doing recently. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know down below if you guys have any requests for looks. Thanks for watching, and keep those requests coming. I'll talk to you later. Bye.